Powered by Riverside FM.
Powered by Riverside.
Welcome to Unconventional Playbook. Hit that like and subscribe button on a beautiful Thursday morning, the day of Game 5, Minnesota Timberwolves, Dallas Mavericks tonight. I can't wait. Dallas Mavericks looking to close out the Timberwolves. They need to win this game tonight. I would go as far as to say that it's a must-win for Dallas. You don't want this thing to go on prolonged and give the Minnesota Timberwolves confidence. You know, the only thing is when you start to have teams come back in these tournaments, is it just the law of averages, or have the Minnesota Timberwolves actually found out something? That's going to be the question tonight. Did they find out something that really works? I'm kind of amped for it. You know, I'm really excited about the game. Just see how it turns out. Minnesota Timberwolves win this game tonight. It's a series again. Puts a lot of pressure on the Dallas Mavericks. You know, I just want to get the Dallas Mavericks out of their comfort zone. You know, when you start watching their press conferences, Luka's one of my favorite players, but man, he's starting to get to me. All the crying on the court, referees, and then just the unsincere press conferences he and Kyrie are actually giving. Like, it's funny. Luka blamed himself. Luka blamed himself for the game. I hate to see, you know, post conferences like this, because is it actually accountability, or are you trying to be the martyr for your basketball team? Luka Doncic blaming himself for the game after coming out with the triple-double, saying that he didn't give enough. Then Kyrie comes out and say, well, I didn't give enough. I played in spurts. You know, I just think those, come on. Come on, Dallas Mavericks. Come on, Kyrie. Come on, Luka. You're going to actually blame yourself for the game. But if that's what they want to do, I'm not buying it. They both played pretty good games. Minnesota Timberwolves just came out on top because the Minnesota Timberwolves made more plays. What's going to be the key tonight? Obviously, Anthony Edwards. You know, he's got to score. Karl-Anthony Towns, I'm telling you, is who he is. Just because he figured out something last game doesn't mean he's got something figured out for this game. He is the definition of a roller coaster when it comes to this. You just never know what you're going to get. Forrest Gump analogy. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. That's Karl-Anthony Towns. That's not being derogatory. That's just who he is. If he was on this pod face-to-face, he couldn't argue that. He has it. Some games, other games, he doesn't have it. Like he said, he's going to keep shooting. Maybe that's the right attitude to have. But you never know what you're going to get. Naz Reid's going to have to be big tonight. Naz is going to have to be but Naz. And I hope Finchie plays him a little bit more down the stretch. If Rudy Gobert plays well in any of these series, Minnesota Timberwolves win. Like, he's a big piece that's missing. Like, he's got to play well. He's got to catch the ball. He's got to rebound the ball. He's got to be able to score a little bit. If Rudy Gobert can get you 15 to 20 in any game, that's a plus. He's got to be better from the free throw line, which I know that's always been kind of his weak spot, is the free throw line. He's actually improved his free throws over the years. I mean, before he was like Shaq. He didn't make you any. But he's really improved that. It's going to be interesting to see where Rudy Gobert is tonight. Like big X factor. The Minnesota Timberwolves bench, who's been pretty decent in the playoffs, they've got to be huge tonight, don't they? Like, you got to have some others show up, come in and defend, come in and hit some big time shots. Slow-mo has actually been playing pretty decent. Alexander Walker has been playing pretty decent, hitting some timely threes. Minnesota Timberwolves are going to have to bring it. I think this is a gettable game. Are you actually going to lose another game at home? Can the Minnesota Timberwolves do that in the playoffs? Is this the way you want to end your series, on your home court? Do you actually go in and lose another game tonight? Is that actually a possibility? Like, I know it's a possibility, obviously, but for the Minnesota Timberwolves and their organization, man, you just got to win this one, don't you? You got to win this game on your home floor tonight. I can see if this was Game 5 back in Dallas. That'll be an uphill climb. But you're back home, slept in your own beds last night, own shoot around, own food today. Like, you should be in the right frame of mind to pull this game off, don't you? It's going to be interesting to see. What adjustments has Finchie made? I mean, do you keep Anthony Edwards on Luka? I thought that was pretty decent. Pretty decent move. Again, you have McDaniels on Kyrie. Pretty decent move. I thought at times the defense was good. They had a stint there during the fourth quarter where they just couldn't get stops. And they got to stop those long runs of continuous scoring by the Dallas Mavericks. Defense has got to get better. Look for these two things tonight in the preview. Can Anthony Edwards be Anthony Edwards? Damn near had a triple-double last game. And can Rudy Gobert play a pretty good game tonight? Like, if you were to go back and just watch film, pop it on Synergy, where it's able to break down every possession of Rudy Gobert, you wouldn't come away with a lot of possessions from Rudy Gobert where there were positive things happening. I mean, just think about that. Like, every time he touches it, what's the result? And I don't think the percentages are on his side when you talk about good things happening all the time. So I want to see Rudy Gobert have some good things happening tonight. It's a big game. Big game. I'm excited. I hope the Timberwolves can extend this thing out, extend it out to Saturday. Be an exciting time. You win this one tonight. Somehow you find a way to win another one in Dallas. Minnesota Timberwolves prove they can win on the road. Find a way to win that one in Dallas on Saturday. Oh, the pressure for Game 7 back here in Minneapolis for the Dallas Mavericks. I'm not worried about Luke and Kyrie. They kind of thrive on it. Rest of the team, rest of the Dallas Mavericks team, I don't know how they're going to respond. I know how the Timberwolves would respond in that Game 7. We've seen it before. So it's going to be really interesting, UP Nation. Who do you think is going to win tonight? What does it take to win this basketball game tonight? Put your thoughts in the comments. I'm interested to hear what the rest of UP Nation has to say about this game. It's going to be a big game tonight. Shout out to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Let's get it done. Ant, let's get it done. Big Cat, let's go. Rudy Gobert, come on. Come on, Rudy Gobert. Come on. Let's get it done. This has been Unconventional Playbook. Just a little tidbit, little preview of the game tonight. We'll do a recap show after the game tonight. And hopefully we're talking about a Minnesota Timberwolves victory. This has been Unconventional Playbook. See you when I see you.
Powered by Riverside.